Damn. I gotta come clean about something. Yeah. Damn, okay, that's kind of tough. So, I've done a really good job at, and I think most people have actually, you can probably relate to this. You get really good, and you get so good at it, in fact, sometimes you forget that it's there. But we all put on this facade, this mask. We build up our life, ourselves, to portray an image that we think is acceptable. And I've done a really good job of building that image that I'm about to break, at least to me. And I think a lot of successful people or people that are driven are perfectionists. I think everybody, but a lot of, I can relate to those people. They do a really good job at building it. And I've done a really good job of building mine too. It's externally, people will look in and be like, wow, he's got the family, good relationships, good with dating, good with people, money, success, having fun, looks good on the outside, healthy, humble. I sound like I'm just bragging about myself right now. That's not what I'm doing though. But like from the outside, that's the facade, that's the imagery I've put up. But there's like this one thing that I've just never really disclosed to many people. And I've never disclosed it in its full reality. I've disclosed it partially in a way that, again, I think is acceptable, but not in the way that it actually is. And so that's what I'm going to be coming clean about. Because there is this facade that I've done a good job of making, because deep down, again, that's the way we think we got to be this thing that's acceptable, because what we are really, if we're honest, deep down, it's just not acceptable, not lovable. So the thing that I've been hiding is this one vice that I keep coming back to, that actually I've struggled with more than I've talked about struggling with, which is bulimia. It's a different, I think, form than most people would think of it, because I think for a lot of people, bulimia is like you can just throw up anytime you need to, or if you eat food. For me, it is different. It's like I have to binge eat a shit ton, like overflow myself to get sick. I have to like force it to happen. I can't just like eat a little bit and then throw up. It just doesn't work that way, which is why, unfortunately, I think I do bulimia the wrong way, because every time I do it, I gain weight, and it's not good. But since I was, when was it? I think 22 or 23. It's been an off and on cycle, and it's mostly been an on cycle. I work really hard. I do a lot of stuff. Like my days are jam packed, and I do a ton. And at the end of the day, it'll be like 6 and I haven't eaten, and then I'll order DoorDash. DoorDash will come, and I'll just get way more than I need to, eat a bunch, and then I'll end up throwing up. And that's like my de-stress. I don't need a beer, I don't need weed, I don't need TV or anything like that. It's that I've gone to over the years for comfort, for de-stressing or relaxing. And yeah. And there's been times where I've been months without doing it. And even I was on a good cycle. What's bringing this video up is because last week I went to Vegas, and it threw me off my habits. Like I was in a really good spot. I've had somebody been cooking my meals each week, so I don't even have to order DoorDash or anything like that. I just eat those meals, and it's been really good for a while. And then I went to Vegas, and I have been doing it pretty much every day since then. And it's been on this spiral where it's like I need to just try harder the next day to not do it, and then that's created this loop of me doing it. And instead of just being, so yeah, that's what I want to talk about. It's like, hey, how do you actually? The biggest thing is when you get in this. There's this thing that we hide. The reason we hide it, and I already talked about this, but it's because we don't think it's acceptable, and it's because we don't even accept it in ourselves. And you can be hiding, it could be a vice, it could be a thing about yourself, you procrastinate, it could be these other deeper things, you just believe you're XYZ, and then that creates these things that you do, or the way you're around people, or things you've done in the past. It can be whatever it is, but I'm here to tell you, like, it's okay. And you're already, like, with that, just as lovable as if you didn't have it. And if other people don't accept you, like, it doesn't mean you have to keep that thing forever. That's not what I'm saying. That isn't what I'm saying, because inevitably things will change. That habit probably will. When you solve the root cause of what's causing it, that is going to go away. Because I know when I'm not in the mindset of shaming myself or guilting myself to do certain things, it doesn't come up for me. It doesn't happen because I'm already in a good state. But then when I'm trying really hard, I'm like, oh fuck, I'm messing up. I gotta work out harder. I gotta do this. Got to, because I'm not good enough. Or I'm not there yet. I'd be happy if I was just here. If I get all of these things perfect, then I'm good. If I'm healthy, if I'm good to everybody I talk to, if I never mess up, then I'm good. Look, then I can feel good. But I can only feel good if I hit those milestones on every area of life. Sounds a little bit insane. But again, that was bred into you. That's not actually a reality. Like the you deep down loves yourself whole, just like when you were a kid, before parents, before teachers, before friends, before society kind of like told you need to be a certain way. You were just a kid and fucking loving yourself. You were the most confident you were having fun every day. You woke up every day with energy, excited to do everything. And so I'll say, if you're not waking up like you did as a kid, I have good news for you. You can. Things can be that good. There's a lot of inner work that has to happen, but it can feel like that. Instead of waking up and feeling like, oh, it's just another day, I got to get through it, go through the motions. So, I have broken the facade. I'm not perfect. I have chinks in the armor. I think they'll change. I've had times where it's been good without those binge patterns, and I've had times where it's really, really bad. But even I can hear the voices. I can hear, at least in my own head, I can hear the people being like, oh, look, I knew Jesse was blah, blah, blah. Like, he couldn't do it. Like, see, I knew you had this thing. Look, yeah, he's not doing that well. So look, but I realized that's something in them that needs to feel good about themselves. They need to find something wrong with me so they can feel good about them, because deep down they don't. They don't feel good, and that's okay. I want them to feel good, and I'm here to tell you, use that. Like, look at me and be like, yo, dude, I'm fucked up. I am. And you are already amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, to those people, I love you. Yeah. You're already great the way you are, and I'll tell you that. Like, I will look at the worst parts of you, because I've seen the worst parts of me. I've gone deep. The things that you really can't accept, the shadow. When you explore that, and the shadow comes up in small and big ways, like when you freak out on your kids, or when you like shout at somebody, there's actually a part of your shadow there. There's something, there's a region that agitation exists. And I'll look at that, and I can know what that is, and you can learn what that is, and there's nothing, I'll still look at that and be like, there's nothing wrong with you. Like, and that's a hard place to come to, because most people want to be like, no, I need to fix it. I don't want that. And you're right, you can not want that, and that will lessen when you let go of needing it to change. So that's where I'm at. A little bit counterintuitive, but yeah. So I'm gonna keep having fun, building things. I'm excited for what we're building. Wing Girl Method, Glossip, everything else. We're really helping a lot of people, and I'm excited about that. We're doing it the right way. There's so many companies that don't actually give a fuck, and yeah, I'm excited for our team. We do give a fuck, and that's special. Yeah. So, family, friends, you're seeing this, and like, yeah, I'm not perfect. I got flaws too, and I'm good with them. I know that though, like these things have a way of changing on their own when I don't need to force them to. Yeah. So anyway, love you guys. And by you guys, just anybody watching this, but also my family, friends. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. And yeah, I'm really happy that I have you in my life. So anyway, I'm rambling now. But yeah, I would recommend it. It feels good to come clean, to be honest. It feels like when you don't have to hide something. The shame around it, the shame and guilt kind of goes away because you're in a way accepting you. It means you don't need other people to accept you. So this facade that I built might be shattered now, but I'm good with it. It feels actually good. It feels real. So I like what I am. Anyway, take care. Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday the 12th of November, 2025. And one of these days I want to send that video. I made a video a long time ago of when I first started bulimia, and I was like, man, I'm going to figure this out. And I was like really young. And I showed like the actual grossness of it. You guys have no idea how much fucking throw up I had. I had fucking buckets in my bedroom because of how much I could binge and then throw, literal buckets. So that might be too TMI, but yeah, that was, yeah. But yeah, so right now, what's the plan for dealing with it? Because I've been essentially on like a 7-day cycle of it. Instead of trying harder today, I'm actually just gonna not try, and I have a feeling that I probably won't. Because I already feel this lack of resistance that I've had the last few days, where I've just been trying to force myself each day to not do it at the end of the day. I'm like, today I'm not gonna force myself not to. If it happens, it happens. I don't think it will, just because I don't feel the shame around doing it. I don't feel there's anything off about what I'm experiencing, so therefore I don't really need to distract myself with it, or distract myself with another vice or TV or procrastinating, whatever the thing is. There's so many things that we use as humans. It's just, anyway, rambling. If you watched to this part, I'm impressed. So that's a long time of me rambling. So anyway, you're awesome. I just wanted to remind you that. And yeah, if you need somebody to look at the worst parts of you and say, you're lovable exactly as you are, I'll do that. Because you are, and that's true. As hard as that is to accept, because most people won't accept that. They think they gotta earn that self-love. They think they gotta earn the love from others. But if you ever have to earn it, that's just a transaction. That's not actually the love that you're seeking. So, anyway. All right, I'm done.